Put your faith in the light.
Hello guys, welcome to another one of my videos. This is Lightblade. Well guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the Retribution Paladin tier set bonuses for patch 9.2. Yes, we have the information about all of the tier set bonuses of all the classes, but in this video we're going to focus on Red Paladin tier set bonuses. So let's start with it. Okay guys, so on your screen you can see that we have the tier set bonuses of 9.2. The 2-piece set bonus says whenever we get an Art of War proc, we benefit from 2 seconds of Seraphim. That's pretty nice. And the 4-piece bonus says that whenever we get an Art of War proc, we have a 50% chance to reset the cooldown of Wake of Ashes instead of Blade of Wrath. So how good are these bonuses? So if we compare them to the last time we had tier set bonuses in Legion, I have some of the tier set pieces here. This one is from Nighthole. So the 2 set gave us 7% more damage on Holy Power abilities, and the 4-piece gave us a chance to get more Holy Power from our generators. Pretty decent. And this other one is from Tomb of Sargeras. This one gives Judgment, also increases damage of Blade of Justice for 20%, and the 4-piece Blade of Justice generates an additional Holy Power. So basically, yes, these new tier set bonuses are basically in line with what tier set bonuses were in the past. But how good are they now? Like how good they synergize with a Red Paladin in the present? And well guys, the answer is kind of tricky because I hate them and love them at the same time. The first tier set, the 2-piece bonus is pretty decent. 2 seconds of Seraphim doesn't sound like much, but you will be able to fit in at least 1 Holy Power spender in that window. I would love it that they make it 3 seconds, so we guarantee a Holy Power spender in that window, you know. But otherwise it's a pretty decent set bonus. Also, I want to see how it interacts with if we already have Seraphim. For example, if we have a Seraphim that we normally cast with using 3 Holy Power and we get a proc, does the thing like increase the duration of the Seraphim? Does it just ignore it and use the Seraphim duration that we currently have? We don't know how that actually works at the moment, but I'm hoping that it increases the duration of the Seraphim. Let's say you use your Seraphim, you have 15 seconds, you get a proc, you get 17 seconds of Seraphim, you know. Okay, now let's go to the next one. Then the tier set 4 bonus. This one is the one I really don't like because first of all, it's a chance to reset our Wake of Ashes. It's not guaranteed, so you have that RNG element that's kind of annoying sometimes, you know. Other thing is that it limits our talent choosing. Let me explain. So we want to get as many procs of Art of War as we can, because that's the thing that's benefiting a lot from the 2 set and 4-piece 9.2 bonuses from tier sets. So Art of War procs from attack speed and auto attacks basically. So it has a 12% chance to reset the cooldown of our Blade of Justice. So we have some talents that we can take, and we will always take in 9.2 to increase this chance more, so we can get more of the mini Seraphim procs. The first one on the first row is Zeal. Zeal basically makes us attack faster by 30%. Because we always use Judgment and we will always have this attack speed. That basically kills the other options on this row, that is Righteous Verdict and Execution Sentence. Not many people use Righteous Verdict, but there's a lot of people that use Execution Sentence and are gonna be sad that they won't be able to use this talent again in 9.2. So we're losing a lot of liberty and picking talents, as you can see. And it's not only in the first row, it's also in the second row. A lot of people like Imperial Power for Mythic Plus dungeons because it gives you a really nice proc of Free Divine Storm that does extra damage. But now we will only pick Blade of Wrath all the time in AoE and single target because of the extra percent chance to get an Art of War proc. This thing increases the proc chance 100%. That means Art of War proc will have a 24% chance to proc, which is huge if you ask me, if you're getting a mini Seraphim each time it procs. Also, the Wake of Ashes that we get as a proc from the Art of War thing, from the tier set bonuses, doesn't actually compare to the Imperium Power proc we would get from the talent. This is because it only happens half of the time, whilst Imperium Power proc happens 15% of the time. We have to take in account that Art of War things only happen 24% of the time. If we divide that by 50%, you have a 12% chance that the thing you reset is a Wake of Ashes, which is less than that Imperium Power proc that it's 15, you know. Also, you have to take in consideration that Divine Storm is isn't capped, but it's square target reduced after 5 targets, while Wake of Ashes is square capped reduced after 1 target. So if we compare the damage from an Imperium Power Divine Storm to a Wake of Ashes proc that we would get from the tier set bonus, the proc from the Imperium Power would be always dealing more damage than the Wake of Ashes proc. And this is not taking into account as well that Imperium Power Divine Storm would benefit from all of our damage multipliers, that being Seraphim, Final Reckoning, and Wings, while Wake of Ashes benefits only from Seraphim and Wings. It doesn't benefit at all from Final Reckoning because this only increases the damage of our Holy Power spenders. So as you can see, the tier set bonuses actually limit our options of talents. They don't give us more options, they limit them. So there's also, that's my problem with this tier set bonus, and I have a solution, and it's a pretty simple one. Basically, just make the tier set bonus not tied to the Art of War procs. That way we don't have to pick any of the talents that increase the Art of War chance to happen, and instead we can choose whatever we want to pick from these two first lines of talents, you know. So let's say make the tier set bonus thing always 20%. Whenever you have a 20% chance to get a Seraphim for 2 seconds, and the tier set 4 piece, whenever you get that mini Seraphim proc, you have a chance to reset the cooldown of Wake of Ashes. That's a pretty good change, I think, because that way you free up our talent choices on the first 2 rows, and you conserve the effect you want the tier set bonuses to have. So that's the bad part and the things that I want them to change about this tier set bonus. Now let's talk about some good things about these. I have a small chance, there's a small chance that we might be able to use other stuff than Final Reckoning on the final row of talents because of this tier set bonus. This is because since we're going to have so many small mini Seraphim procs happening, those don't benefit a lot. They don't benefit a lot the Final Reckoning thing, because Final Reckoning happens only 8 seconds. You know, you have 8 seconds to do your Holy Power spenders and do as much damage as you can. Seraphim lasts for 15 seconds, so the rest of the Seraphim is only buffing the normal Avenging Ratwings and our damage that we do in that extra time. But those mini extra Seraphim procs can actually increase the duration of Seraphim and make it like last a whole Crusade maybe, or a whole Sanctified Rat. And Sanctified Rat and Crusade are pretty strong on their own, but the mini Seraphim procs might give them the push enough, might give them enough of a push to make them actually viable and be able to compete with Final Reckoning, you know. But that's only a small hope I have, because I'm really bored of Final Reckoning. And well, guys, that's my opinions on my thoughts and opinions about this tier set bonus. I'm not against tier set bonuses; they're pretty neat to have back now. But as you can see in my my small rant there's a lot of small problems that they have. Like they limit talent choices. They're not perfect, but I hope that we have enough time so the Blizz can tweak these things and make them more like fun, you know. We have more options and all those things. So guys, leave your comments down below, any suggestion that I may not seen for the tier set bonus things. And well, if you like more content like this, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone.